Today we're giving this bathroom wall the upgrade it deserves. One decoration looked good, two should look even better. Unless I somehow invent abstract art by accident. On the right we've got mountains, on the left it's looking a little empty. That bothers me more than it probably should, so today we're fixing that. We're making a matching moss wall decoration, with a giant deer. If everything goes according to plan, this wall is finally complete. If not, well, at least it'll make a good video. Let's build it. Now it's finally time for my favorite employee. The laser. It never asks for coffee, it never complains. And somehow it still works harder than I do. First I cut the backing plate. Nothing too exciting, just one giant circle, which somehow still feels satisfying to watch. Next comes the front layer. This is where the decoration actually starts looking like something. Every tiny detail matters, especially those antlers. Because nobody wants a deer that looks like it lost a fight with a hedge trimmer. The laser slowly reveals the whole design, and somehow that never gets old. Now it's time for the frame. Instead of buying thick material, I'm making my own. The frame is built from 3 plywood rings. To save material, I split every ring into 4 sections, which also makes the laser a little happier. And my wallet even happier. The cutting takes a while. So naturally I spend the next few minutes staring at the laser like it's the world's most exciting TV show. Don't judge me, if you own a laser cutter. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Eventually every single piece is finished. The table is now completely covered with parts, which usually means one of two things. Either everything went perfectly, or I forgot something important. Let's hope it's the first one. Now comes the part where everything either fits perfectly, or I start inventing new words. Remember those plywood rings? Well, now they have to become one solid frame. Each ring is made from 4 separate pieces. Because saving plywood is cheaper than buying more plywood. One by one I glue every section into place. The fit is actually surprisingly good, which is always a nice surprise. Usually something refuses to cooperate. A little wood glue, a few clamps, and a quick inspection from absolutely no qualified engineer. Once the first layer is done, I repeat the process 2 more times. Because apparently one frame wasn't complicated enough. The frame slowly gets thicker and much stronger, exactly what we need. Next I glue a support piece right in the middle. Its only job is to stop the front panel from flexing. It's basically emotional support, but for plywood, after some waiting. Everything has cured nicely, nothing exploded, nothing shifted. I'd call that a successful day. The frame is solid, but it definitely doesn't look like one piece yet. Every seam is still visible, and my brain refuses to ignore it. Time for wood filler, lots of wood filler. I spread it over every joint, trying to make all 4 sections disappear. This is one of those jobs that always looks easier on YouTube. Then comes the waiting. Again, building things is basically 50% waiting, and 50% pretending you're busy once the filler dries. It's finally sanding time. Last time I sanded everything by hand. That took forever, this time. The machine gets the job. My arms are very thankful. The frame becomes smoother with every pass. Eventually it actually looks like one solid ring. Exactly what I wanted, and considerably less embarrassing. Now it's time to make everything black. Because black hides mistakes, and it also looks awesome. First I sprayed the entire frame, nice even coats, nothing too heavy. Patience pays off here. unlike my online shopping habits. The front layer also gets fresh paint. Even though it was already black, I want every single piece to match perfectly. Different shades of black somehow exist, which still confuses me after a few coats. Everything finally looks factory made, or at least factory adjacent. Now we wait for the paint to dry. Again, at this point, I'm basically a professional waiter. Now comes the fun part, the moss. This is where the decoration finally comes alive. And yes, the famous timber glue gun is back. Somehow it's still alive, which honestly surprises me every single project. I start filling the entire background, one handful at a time, trying to spread the different shades naturally. Too much in one place looks weird, too little looks even weirder. There's probably an artistic technique for this. I don't know it, I'm just making it look nice. Piece after piece, the whole background disappears under bright green moss. And suddenly, it stops looking like plywood and starts looking expensive, exactly the illusion we're aiming for. Once everything is covered, I carefully glue on the deer silhouette. This is the moment of truth. If I miss the alignment, everyone will notice. Thankfully, everything lands exactly where it should, and I can finally stop stressing. Moment of truth. Time to see if all this work was actually worth it. I hang the new decoration on the wall, right next to the mirror, exactly where it was meant to be. Instantly the wall feels balanced, like it was always supposed to look this way. The mountain scene on one side, the deer on the other, and the mirror right in the middle. Finally, my brain can stop complaining every time I walk in here. The black frame matches perfectly, the moss adds just enough color, and somehow the bathroom now feels a little more expensive, without actually costing bathroom renovation money. I'd call that a win, but we're not done yet, because apparently I bought way too much moss. There's still a surprising amount of moss left, which means one thing, another project. A while ago I made this tree wall decoration. The design still looks good, but compared to the new decorations, it feels a little empty, kind of like toast without butter. So today, the tree gets an upgrade too. Out comes the glue gun. Again, at this point it's basically the main character of the channel. I start filling the branches with moss, trying to keep everything looking natural. Some pieces fit perfectly, others clearly have their own plans. After a bit of rearranging, everything starts coming together. Every handful makes the tree look more alive. More depth, more texture, more color, and honestly, much less boring. This might actually be one of those upgrades that's way bigger than I expected. Sometimes the smallest changes make the biggest difference, and this is definitely one of them. Both decorations are finally finished. The bathroom wall finally looks complete. The living room tree got a second life. And I still have a functioning glue gun, which might actually be the biggest surprise of this entire video. If you enjoyed watching me turn piles of wood into something useful, make sure to subscribe. There are plenty more laser projects coming soon, and hopefully, only a few opportunities for me to accidentally glue my fingers together. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.